So hello class, good evening. So now let's discuss our new topic, uh, part 2 of the book on a contract of sale. So obligations of the vendor. So this will be first, what are the obligations of the vendor? So under the general provisions, section 1, so according to article 1495, the vendor is bound to transfer the ownership of and deliver, as well as warrant the thing which is the object of the sale. So according to article 1495, ito daw yung mga general provisions, or this will be the obligations of the vendor. So number 1, to transfer the ownership of the thing sold. Number 2, or letter B, to deliver the thing sold. Next, to warrant the thing sold. And lastly, to care for the thing. So since na-discuss na natin ito, so unang-una, to transfer ownership. So take note class, general rule, kailan ba magkakaroon ng kailan ba matatransfer yung ownership from the vendor to the vendee. So sabi sa article 1496, the ownership is passes through the ownership is passes to the vendee upon delivery of the thing. So take note class, magkakaroon lang ng matatransfer lang yung ownership ng thing sold upon delivery. So take note of that. So sabi dito class, the ownership of the thing sold is acquired by the vendee from the moment it is delivered to him, or in any other manner signifying an agreement that the possession is transferred from the vendor to the vendee. So doon lang matatransfer yung ownership. So next tayo. So what will be the kinds of delivery? So but before that, this will be the kinds of delivery: actual or real delivery. Next, constructive or legal delivery. So under the constructive or legal delivery, nandyan yung by legal formalities. Number 2, symbolic delivery or traditio symbolica. Traditio symbolica yan. Next, traditio longa mano. Number 4, traditio brevi mano. Number 5, traditio constitutum possessorium. And lastly, delivery of incorporeal rights or quasi-tradition. Traditio. So that is article 1501. So now, so section 2, a delivery of the thing sold. So let's discuss what is delivery. So according to the law, what is the delivery? It is a mode of acquiring ownership whereby the object of the contract is placed in the control and possession of the vendee, either actually or constructively. So ibig sabihin daw class, from the moment na dineliver na ni vendee yung subject matter to the ownership or in the place of the vendee, so doon lang nakaka-acquire ng ownership si vendee or the buyer. Another, it is in its natural sense, in a common sense, something in addition to the delivery of property or title. It means transfer of possession. So in law on sales, delivery, whether actual or constructive, contemplate the absolute giving up of the control on the part of the vendor and the assumption of the same by the vendee. Ibig sabihin class, absolute, ibig sabihin there are no other conditions. Ibibigay na ngayon ni vendor yung control at saka yung possession from him, and then ngayon assumption naman ng vendee or acceptance, tatanggapin ni vendee. So take note of that. So next, let's discuss actual or physical delivery. So according to article 1497, The thing sold shall be understood as delivered when it is placed in the control and possession of the vendee. So, kapag yung thing sold is nasa possession na, so free na si vendee na gamitin yung subject matter ng kontrata, so meron ng perfect delivery. So, what is actual or physical delivery? Placing the thing sold in the hands of the vendee in case of movable property, or placing it in his possession and control in case of immovable property. So, yung actual or physical delivery daw class, under movable properties, dapat placing in the hands of the vendee. While sa immovable properties naman, so just like land or building, placing it in his possession and control. So, take note of that. Walang delivery class kung walang control si vendee. Take note of that. So, example, bumili ka ng kotse. So, since kotse is a movable property, kapag ibinigay na sa yung kotse, ibinigay na yung sa yung susi. So, perfect. Mayroon ng delivery. So, yung ownership is natatransfer na. Next, constructive delivery or legal delivery. So, under the constructive delivery or legal delivery, number 1, by legal formalities. The sale is made through public instrument. Ibig sabihin, merong notarial. Equivalent to delivery of the thing sold. So, by legal formalities class is, let's say for example, bumili ka ng second hand na kotse. So, syempre, merong deed of sale yon. So, kahit na class, hindi pa ibinigay sa iyo yung kotse. Pero, ang ibinigay sa iyo is yung deed of sale na pinanotaryuhan na ngayon sa abogado. So, and then ibinigay na sa iyo yung copy ng deed of sale. So, it is equivalent to delivery. So, itong legal formalities class is mag-a-apply ito sa mga movable and immovable property. So, the execution of public instrument only gives prima facie a presumption of delivery. So, take note class, kapag nag-execute na ng public instrument, it is evidence. It is a prima facie evidence na meron ng delivery na nangyari. So, kahit wala pa sa'yo physically yung thing sold. So, take note class, such presumption is destroyed when the delivery is not effected because of legal impediment. Thus, there is no constructive delivery although there was an execution of deed of absolute sale which was duly notarized if the thing sold is in the control of another person. So, ito yung di ba class general rule natin, kapag nag-execute na ng public instrument, meron ng delivery na nangyari. Pero what if merong legal impediment? Ibig sabihin daw, yung property na pinag-uusapan is mayroong ibang taong in control. So, just like in the case of Asset Privatization Trust versus TIG Enterprises with GR number 167195 dated May 8, 2008. So, dito sa kaso na ito class, si seller nagbenta. Let's say for example, land. So, nagbenta siya ngayon ng land. And then, merong itong si buyer. Binili naman. So, merong meeting of the minds, kompleto na. May consent, object, and cost. And then ngayon, nag-execute na ngayon sila ng deed of sale. So, di ba general rule natin, as a general rule, if meron ng public instrument or meron ng deed of sale na notaryuhan na ng attorney, may delivery na nangyari. Take note of that. Pero what if yung lupa is may ibang taong nakaposisyon doon, or di kaya the thing sold is under the control of the other aside sa vendee. So there is no delivery. Walang actual or constructive delivery na mangyayari dyan. So take note class ha. It's because nga pagdating sa immovable property or real property, dapat matransfer mo yung possession and at the same time control. Kapag possession lang, walang control, walang delivery. Take note of that. So, yan yung nangyari sa kaso nito. So, ibig sabihin daw, 'di ba, kapag meron ng public instrument, presumption, meron ng delivery. But yung presumption na ito is hindi madidestroy itong presumption kung yung property or the thing sold is may legal impediment or it is in control of another person or another party other than the vendee or the vendor. So, the presumption is also negate by the failure of the vendee to take actual possession of the land sold despite her assertion that she was the lawful owner thereof and despite the fact that the sale to her was in public instrument. So, another case then ni Biatingco versus Bogagis. So, GR number 179641 dated February 9, 2011. So, ibig sabihin daw class, let's say si seller nagbenta ng lupa, binili naman ni buyer. So, 'di ba, kapag nag-execute na ng public instrument, meron ng delivery na nangyari. Dineliver na ngayon ni seller yung lupa kay buyer. But, ang problema, doon sa lupang iyon, merong ibang taong nakatira doon or merong tao na in control other than the vendee. So, there are no delivery. Why? It's because nga, walang actual possession na nangyari or walang actual, there are no actual possession of the land. So, hindi niya maposisyonan yung lupa na yun. It's because merong ibang taong nakaposisyon doon. So, there are no delivery even if there is a public execution of public instrument. So, next is symbolic delivery or traditio symbolica. Referred also to traditio clavium. Traditio clavium ito class walang N. Traditio clavium. This delivery that takes place by delivering the keys of the place or depository where the movable is stored or keep. Take down class, symbolic delivery, according sa batas, movable. Ibig sabihin, let's presume mag-apply lang ito sa mga personal properties. So, dito naman, let's say for example, seller ako, I have 200 cabans of rice stored in my warehouse. And then ngayon, since you, as the buyer, binili mo. So, paano magkakaroon ng delivery doon? Since nasa warehouse siya, nasa akin yung susi, i-deliver ko sa inyo. So, that is symbolic delivery. Take note of that. Next is traditio longamano. So, what is traditio longamano? This delivery of movable by mere consent or agreement of the parties of the thing cannot transferred to the possession of the vendee at the time of sale. So, longamano class, ibig sabihin, ang literal na meaning niyan is delivery by long hand or pointing at the thing. So, example natin, si seller, nagbenta ngayon kay buyer ng, let's say for example, fruits, 10 mango trees, 10 puno ng mangga, na nasa lupa ni seller. So, ngayon, since maraming mangga doon, sabi ni seller, so pili ka lang dyan ng 10 puno ng mangga. So, ibig sabihin, delivery by long hand. So, that is traditio longamano. Delivery by long hand. So, that is the best example. So, parang itinuturo mo lang yung ibinebenta mo.